Imagine you had 10,000 years to live. Would you still value today? Now imagine you had only 1 week. What would change? Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Marcus Aurelius. Time is the one resource you can't get back. Each moment you waste is gone forever. We act like life is infinite, drifting through our days as if tomorrow is guaranteed. But the truth is, it isn't. Urgency is not anxiety. It's the clear realization that every day matters, and that you have a choice to live deliberately or to let your days slip by unnoticed. Act like your time is precious, because it is. We live as if we have forever. We scroll, we delay, we overthink, telling ourselves we'll start tomorrow, next week, or when things calm down. We promise ourselves we'll pursue what matters after we've handled everything else, not realizing that everything else is endless. Procrastination becomes a quiet habit. We avoid decisions, waiting for the perfect moment, as if time will pause for us until we feel ready. We spend hours overthinking, replaying conversations, doubting our abilities, convincing ourselves we need more time before we act. Meanwhile, social media and digital distractions feed this illusion of infinite time. We drown in endless notifications, timelines, and short videos, mistaking the constant flood of information for living. We feel busy, but we are not moving forward. We are not living. We are consuming, watching life instead of experiencing it. And so we drift, day after day, believing we have countless tomorrows left to begin living fully. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years." He was not a monk in a cave or a man with nothing to lose. He was the emperor of Rome, leading armies, governing millions, facing betrayals and constant demands for his attention. Yet he reminded himself every day that time was slipping away and that he could not afford to waste it, even as emperor. If Marcus, with all his responsibilities, could find a reason to live urgently, what excuse do we have? The illusion of infinite time is comforting, but it's a lie. The sooner we break it, the sooner we can live with clarity, urgency, and purpose before our days quietly run out. The Stoic perspective on time. A. Memento Mori. Remember, you must die. The Stoics carried a simple but powerful reminder. Memento Mori. Remember, you must die. At first, it sounds dark, but it's not about fear. It's about focus. Contemplating death helps us see what truly matters while we are alive. It strips away the petty annoyances, the trivial arguments, and the endless distractions that drain our days. Epictetus taught that death is not something to fear, but something to use as a guide for living well. He reminded his students that every day could be their last, and that reality should not paralyze them, but push them to act with courage and purpose. Seneca echoed this mindset when he advised, "Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life." He didn't say this to create anxiety, but to awaken us to the urgency of each moment, so we can finally begin to live. By remembering death, we remember how to live. B. Time equals life. Most people guard their money carefully, but spend their time carelessly. We will argue over a small fee, but we won't think twice about wasting hours on distractions or letting days slip by in idleness. We fail to see that time is life, and once it is gone, it cannot be reclaimed. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." He called out the human tendency to drift, to let ourselves be carried by life without intention, and to treat our days as infinite. The Stoics believed time should be treated as your most precious asset, not something to be spent on distractions or mindless comforts, but invested in living fully, learning, serving, and acting on what truly matters. When we waste time, we are not just wasting minutes. We are wasting life itself. C. Each day is a mini life. Marcus Aurelius carried this perspective into action. He viewed each day as a mini life, a complete cycle deserving of presence and intention. He wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Marcus began his mornings with reflection, reminding himself of the challenges he would face and the virtues he wanted to embody, knowing he might not see another sunrise. In the evening, he would review his day honestly. How did I spend my time? Did I act according to my values? Did I live today as if it was my last? This practice of morning intention and evening review kept him anchored, ensuring he didn't drift through his days, even while carrying the responsibilities of an emperor. To Marcus, living urgently did not mean living in fear. It meant living with presence, gratitude, and purpose, understanding that each day is an opportunity to practice virtue, to build your character, and to align your actions with your highest values. The Stoics teach us that contemplating death is the surest way to focus on life. That time is our greatest resource, more valuable than wealth or status, and that each day, treated as a complete life, offers us the chance to live intentionally, courageously, and with clarity before it is too late. Modern life, how we waste time. We live in an age of endless scrolling, constant notifications, and the illusion of productivity. We consume content, video after video, telling ourselves it's educational, while avoiding the hard work of applying what we learn. We spend hours in busy work, organizing, planning, tweaking, to feel productive without taking real action. We live distracted, letting algorithms steal our focus, convincing ourselves we're too busy to pursue what truly matters. We mistake motion for progress and noise for meaning. Beneath it all lies the comforting myth of someday. Someday, we'll start writing that book. Someday, we'll start the business we dream about. Someday, we'll have that hard conversation, get in shape, fix our habits. But someday is a lie we tell ourselves to avoid discomfort today. It is how we justify inaction while feeling safe in the illusion that we will have more time later. The truth is, fear of action often hides behind the mask of endless planning. We gather information, tweak our schedules, and watch others live courageously, convincing ourselves we are preparing. But real preparation is action. It's messy, uncomfortable, and uncertain, and that is why we avoid it. Seneca warned us, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. We waste it on comparison, mindless consumption, and comforting distractions that steal our potential. We let fear dictate our choices, telling ourselves we need to get ready, while years slip quietly by. The Stoics remind us, your time is your life. How you spend it is how you live. The question is simple. Are you living, or are you drifting while telling yourself you'll live someday? What to do instead? Stoic action plan. Knowing that time is precious is not enough. The Stoics believed philosophy must be practical, shaping how we live each day. Here is a clear action plan to embrace this mindset and stop wasting the only life you have. A. Daily reminders of mortality. Use Memento Mori. Remember, you will die, not to fear death, but to focus on life. Carry a Memento Mori coin in your pocket. Set your phone wallpaper as a reminder, or add a journal prompt each morning. If today were my last, how would I live it? This daily reflection cuts through excuses, reminding you that someday is not guaranteed. B. Prioritize what matters. Ask yourself, would I be proud of spending today like this if I had only 1 week left? If the answer is no, it's a sign to realign. It does not mean abandoning all responsibilities, but it does mean choosing what deserves your best energy. Meaningful work, relationships, health, service, and creativity. The Stoics teach us to value quality of time over quantity, using each day intentionally rather than letting it slip away in trivialities. C. Remove distractions. The modern world is designed to steal your focus. To live deliberately, simplify your environment. Delete apps that encourage endless scrolling. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Block time for deep, focused work. Create clear boundaries with technology. Distraction is not harmless. It is the silent thief of your potential. By removing distractions, you reclaim your time and attention for what truly matters. D. Act with purpose. Every day, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think." Take action on what matters today, not tomorrow. If you feel fear or resistance, remember that regret is a heavier burden than failure. You don't need to be perfect. You need to begin. Call the person you've been avoiding. Take the first step on your project. Speak your truth. Choose action over hesitation. E. Review each day. Like a Stoic end your day with a Stoic evening review. Ask yourself, did I waste time today? Did I live by my values? What did I do well? And what can I improve tomorrow? Marcus used nightly reflections to keep himself aligned with what mattered, even amid the chaos of leading an empire. You can do the same, using your reflections not to judge yourself harshly, but to stay awake and intentional with your limited time. Time is not something to spend carelessly. It is your life. By practicing daily reminders of mortality, prioritizing what matters, removing distractions, acting with purpose, and reviewing your days, you embody the Stoic mindset, not just in theory, but in how you live every moment. Because the truth is simple. You don't have 10,000 years, but you have today. Act like it. Conclusion. Final challenge. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Marcus Aurelius. These words are not meant to decorate your journal or to sound poetic in your mind. They are meant to wake you up. You don't have forever. Stop waiting to start the business you've been dreaming about. Stop waiting to write the book, to take the trip, to change careers, to live aligned with your values. Stop delaying the apology you know you need to make. Pride is heavy, but regret is heavier. You don't know how many tomorrows you or the people you care about will have. Stop postponing the life you want to live, telling yourself you will start someday, because someday is not a day on your calendar, and tomorrow is promised to no one. Life will pass whether you act or not. The days you waste will never return. The opportunities you ignore will not wait for you. The people you love will not be here forever. The Stoics remind you that the awareness of mortality is not meant to make you fearful. It is meant to make you courageous. It is meant to push you into action, to live fully, to speak your truth, to align your actions with your deepest values. Today. Because when you truly understand that your time is limited, you stop wasting it. You have this moment. You have this day. Don't drift. Don't wait. Don't waste it. This is your moment. This is your life. Act like it matters, because it does.